Hello, fellow travelers. Whether you're a seasoned explorer or just dreaming of your next adventure, I'm glad you're here. It's your friend Rick Steves, here to share a little bit of European magic with you, this time, from the heart of Scandinavia. Right now, on October 23, 2025, something truly special is happening in Sweden. The air is brisk, the leaves have mostly fallen, and the city is settling into its winter rhythm. A crisp, cold snap has settled over Stockholm, bringing with it clear, dark skies that stretch endlessly above the city's rooftops. And what do clear, dark skies mean in this part of the world? They mean the stage is set for something extraordinary. They mean it's a fantastic time to hunt for one of nature's most incredible spectacles, the Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, painting the sky with ribbons of green and purple. This isn't just for the far, far north. Even near the beautiful capital of Stockholm, your chances are looking up. The aurora can sometimes surprise you, dancing above city lights when conditions are just right. So, let's get ready for an adventure. Whether you're traveling solo, with friends, or with family, this is an experience you'll never forget. You don't need to be an expert astronomer, or even know all the constellations by heart, or a seasoned Arctic explorer with years of experience braving the cold. I'll share some of my best tips for finding the aurora, even if you're just visiting Stockholm for a few days. With a little planning, you can maximize your chances of seeing this magical phenomenon. We'll talk about where to go, what to look for, and how to make the most of your time under the Swedish sky. I'll also show you how to make sense of the forecast, so you know when to bundle up and head outside. It's all about being in the right place at the right time, with the right attitude, and a bit of patience too. So, grab your warmest hat, wrap up in your coziest scarf, and bring along a sense of wonder and curiosity. We're about to embark on a journey into the magical Swedish night. Onward to the lights. Let's chase the aurora together. So, what exactly are we looking for in the sky? When you gaze up on a cold, clear night in the far north, you might notice mysterious, colorful lights swirling and flickering above. These are the famous Northern Lights, or Aurora Borealis, and they have fascinated people for thousands of years. The Northern Lights are not magic, but they sure do look like it. Their ghostly shapes and shifting colors have inspired countless legends and stories, but the real explanation is even more incredible. The true story is a fascinating dance between the sun and our own planet, a cosmic interaction that plays out high above our heads. It all starts with the sun, which is constantly sending out a stream of tiny charged particles into space. These particles are ejected during solar storms and flares, and they travel millions of kilometers across the solar system. This stream is called the solar wind. It's an invisible river of energy and matter, always flowing outward from the sun in every direction. When these solar particles get close to Earth, they encounter our planet's magnetic field, which surrounds and protects us. This magnetic field acts like a giant, invisible shield, deflecting most of the solar wind and keeping us safe from harmful radiation. But this shield isn't perfect everywhere. It's weakest at the north and south poles, where the field lines dip down toward the surface. At these points, some of the solar particles can sneak through the magnetic field and enter our atmosphere, especially during strong solar storms. As these energetic particles from the sun zoom into our upper atmosphere, they collide with gas atoms and molecules, like oxygen and nitrogen, at incredible speeds. These collisions transfer energy to the gas atoms, causing them to get excited. When the atoms calm down, they release this energy as light. When billions and billions of these atoms release their light all at once, we see the beautiful, shimmering curtains of the aurora stretching across the sky, sometimes for hours at a time. The different colors you see depend on which gas is being excited and how high up it is in the atmosphere. Oxygen glows green or red, while nitrogen can create blue or purple hues. Together, they paint the night sky with one of nature's most breathtaking light shows. Now you might be wondering, why Sweden? What makes this country such a special place for aurora viewing? The main reason is geography. Sweden is located at a high latitude, meaning it's far to the north on the globe. As we just learned, the Northern Lights happen in an oval-shaped ring around the Earth's magnetic North Pole. Countries that lie underneath or close to this oval get the best views, and a large part of Sweden, especially its northern region, sits directly under this prime real estate for light shows. While the northernmost part of Sweden, known as Swedish Lapland, is world famous for its aurora views, you don't always have to travel that far. When solar activity is strong, the auroral oval expands. This is great news for us, It means that the lights can become visible in more southerly parts of the country, including the areas around Stockholm. Another reason Sweden is fantastic for this experience is its landscape. The country is blessed with vast areas of wilderness, dark forests, and thousands of lakes. It's a country that's perfectly set up for a comfortable and successful aurora hunt. To witness the magical northern lights, you need three key ingredients: darkness, clear skies, and solar activity. These elements must come together for the aurora to reveal itself in all its glory. While the aurora is technically present in the sky throughout the year, it's only visible when the sky is dark enough to let its colors shine through. This is why timing is everything when planning your aurora adventure. The best season for aurora hunting in Sweden is from late September to early April. During these months, the nights are long, cold, and dark, giving you a much bigger window of opportunity to catch the lights. The extended darkness of the Swedish winter is your friend here. The most active period for aurora sightings is generally between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., when the sky is at its darkest and the aurora is most likely to appear. However, don't be discouraged if you're out earlier or later. Sometimes the lights can surprise you. This time frame is just a guideline. The aurora can show up as soon as it gets truly dark, or it might put on a breathtaking display just before dawn. The key is to be patient and persistent. Sometimes waiting outside in the cold for hours is rewarded with an unforgettable show. If you're with friends or family, bring warm drinks and enjoy the anticipation together. Also, keep in mind that the phase of the moon can affect your viewing experience. A bright, full moon can act like a giant street lamp in the sky, making it much harder to see the fainter auroras. The ideal time to go aurora hunting is during the new moon phase, or the week leading up to or following it, when the sky is at its darkest. This gives you the best chance to see even the most subtle colors and movements of the aurora. Finally, remember that clear skies are essential. Even the strongest aurora can be hidden by thick clouds. Always check the local weather forecast for cloud cover before you head out for the night. Planning ahead and being flexible with your schedule can make all the difference in catching this natural wonder. With patience, preparation, and a little luck, you'll be ready for an unforgettable aurora experience. You might think you need to travel hundreds of miles north of Stockholm to see the aurora, but that's not always true. When activity is high, you can actually catch a glimpse right from the archipelago or the countryside surrounding the city. The most important rule is to get away from the city's light pollution. Your goal is to find a spot with a clear, unobstructed view to the north. One excellent option is to head out into the Stockholm archipelago. This network of thousands of islands offers plenty of dark locations. Islands like Uto, Sandhamn, or Grinda are accessible by ferry and have accommodations, allowing you to stay overnight. If you prefer to stay on the mainland, there are several nature reserves and large parks just outside the city that work well. Tyresta National Park, south of Stockholm, is a great choice. Another option is to drive north of the city toward areas like Sigtuna or Norrtälje. To maximize your chances of seeing the northern lights, you need to become a bit of a detective. Your main tool will be an aurora forecast. There are many great websites and apps that provide this information. Personally, I like to use apps like My Aurora Forecast, or check websites from organizations like the U.S. Space Weather Prediction Center. These resources will give you a KP index forecast. For Stockholm, you'll generally need a KP index of 4, or ideally, 5 or higher, to have a good chance of seeing the lights. When the forecast shows a spike to KP5, that's your signal to get ready. Beyond the KP index, look for other data points if your app provides them. Once you're out in the field, a few simple hacks can make a big difference. Bring a tripod for your camera or smartphone. This Stockholm cold snap is your friend for clear skies, but it's your enemy if you're not dressed for it. The secret to staying warm is layering. It's not about wearing one giant bulky coat. It's about trapping air between several layers of clothing. Your first layer, right against your skin, should be a base layer made of wool, like merino, or a synthetic fabric. Your second layer is the mid layer. A fleece jacket, or a light down, or synthetic puffy jacket is perfect for this. The final layer is your outer shell. This should be a windproof and waterproof, or at least water-resistant jacket and pants. For your feet, warm wool socks are a must. Again, no cotton. Wear insulated, waterproof winter boots with enough room to wiggle your toes. Don't forget the accessories. A warm hat is crucial as you lose a lot of heat through your head. A scarf or a neck gaiter like a buff can protect your face and neck from the wind. Hand and foot warmers are also a great, inexpensive luxury to bring along. Enjoying the Swedish winter is a wonderful experience, but it's important to be smart and safe, especially with this cold snap. First, always let someone know where you are going and when you plan to be back. If you're driving, make sure your car is prepared for winter conditions. Have good winter tires, a full tank of gas, an ice scraper, and a small emergency kit with a blanket, some water, and snacks. When you're out in the dark, be mindful of your surroundings. Stick to marked trails or open areas where you can see clearly. A good headlamp with a red light option and a fully charged phone with a map app are essential tools. Be cautious when walking near water, as ice along the shore can be thin and unstable. Frostbite is a real risk in very cold weather. To prevent it, make sure you are dressed properly and cover all exposed skin. If you start to feel numbness, it's time to go inside and warm up slowly. Finally, be realistic about your limits. The goal is to have a positive and memorable experience, not to endure misery. So, there you have it. The stage is set in Sweden. A fantastic cold snap has brought clear, dark skies to the Stockholm region, opening a perfect window for an Aurora hunt. We've covered what the northern lights are, that beautiful cosmic reaction between the sun and our atmosphere. We've seen that Sweden's northern geography and dark landscapes make it one of the best places on Earth to witness this spectacle. Remember our simple plan for success. First, check the aurora and weather forecasts. Look for a high KP index and low cloud cover. Second, get out of the city. Head to the archipelago or a nearby national park to escape the light pollution. Find a spot with a clear view to the north. Be patient, let your eyes adjust, and keep looking up. The northern lights are waiting for you.